How to upload a file in Selenium. Here we have an image file. The file name and the path of the file are required. To upload a file, we use sendKeys method and pass the path of the file name as sendKeys argument. Let us write the code now. First, open browser and launch the application. Next, click File Upload link. Then choose File from your system, that is, pass the path of the file to sendKeys method. Last step, upload the file. The view of the page before uploading a file. Let us execute the code. First it opens the page, next, it attaches the file to the page, then the file is uploaded successfully.
Thank you.
Now, let us see how to generate a random alphanumeric string. Here we have the list of characters and the corresponding ASCII values. To generate a random alphanumeric string of 10 characters, we use random.ints method. It generates random integers between 48 and 122. Left limit 48 represents the numeral 0. Right limit 122 represents the letter Z. Next, stream.filter method. It returns a list of elements that are the results of that predicate. That is here, no special characters will be there. Then, stream.collect method is used to concatenate the list of strings to create a new string. Let us write and execute the code.
Thank you.
How to generate random email and random password test data in an easy way. Here we are going to use random string utils. It is a class from the Apache Commons Lang library that generates random strings based on different conditions like length, letters, numbers, and alphanumeric. Let us write the code to generate random email and random password. Here we will have two static methods, one for generating email and the other one for generating password. First, email generation. Random string utils.randomAlphabetic generates a string with the length of 5 and convert them into lowercase. When the method is called, it will concatenate the string with @gmail.com. As well with the password, random string utils.randomAlphanumeric method generates an alphanumeric string of length 8 as password. Now let us execute the code and check the output.
Thank you.
How to handle dropdown using sendKeys in Selenium. Without select class, one can use sendKeys method to select an option from a dropdown by passing the element's value as sendKeys parameter. Let us see an example. We have an application. First click dropdown link, then select option 2. This is a testng test to automate dropdown and to select options by using sendKeys. First, open browser and launch the application. Next, click drop-down link. Then, pass option 2 as sendKeys a parameter on the drop-down element. Now let us see the execution.
Thank you.
Instance variables versus static variables. Instance variables are declared in a class but outside of any method, constructor, or block. They are created when an object is created and destroyed when the object is destroyed. It is unique to each object. Where static variables are declared in a class with the static keyword. They are created when the class is loaded and destroyed when the class is unloaded. They are shared by all objects of the same class. Number of copies of instance variables. 1 copy per object. And it can be accessed by methods of the class and by methods of the object. With static variables, 1 copy per class. It can only be accessed by methods of the class. Instance variable example, the make, model, and year are instance variables. Each car object will have its own unique copy of these variables. Static variable example, the number of cars is a static variable. There is only 1 copy of this variable, even though we create multiple car objects. This keyword in Java. This keyword is a reference variable. Basically, it is used to access instance variables and methods of the current object. Also, it is used to invoke current class constructor, methods and fields. This keyword can be passed as an argument in the method call, as well as in constructor call. Used to return the current class instance from the method. Usage of this keyword improves code readability and reduces naming conflicts. Let us understand this keyword with an example. Access instance variable using this keyword. In this program, the instance variables and method parameters share the same names. So we use this pointer with instance variables to differentiate between the instance variables and method parameters. What is the difference between this and super keyword? Super keyword, used to invoke the parent class methods and constructors and to access the fields of the parent class. This keyword is used to represent the current instance of a class and to access the instance variables and invoke current class methods and constructors. What are the usages of sendKeys method in Selenium? SendKeys method enables to enter input text into editable fields like username, password, email and phone number etc. on the web pages during test execution. It can send data such as integer, character, and symbols into the input field. To enter test, first use the WebDriver's findElement method to locate the web element to interact with. Then, call the sendKeys method on that element, to pass the text we want to enter. Different usages of sendKeys. To enter input, element.sendKeys, and pass the text as parameter. To erase text, keys.back_space. To press enter, keys.enter. To press tab, keys.tab. To press escape, keys.escape. To create new tab, keys.control+T. To select all text, keys.control+A. To copy the text, keys.control+C. To paste the text, keys.control+V. To select an option from a drop-down, pass option value as parameter. To upload file, give path of the file as parameter.